Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Music Scrap, the musical scrapper. It's been a rainy, icky day here on the east coast of Canada. Schools were closed again today, so they were closed on Friday and today, so an extra long weekend for students and teachers because of the silly weather. And I'm just going to go on see what the temperature is at the moment, because it was supposed to go down to, it was at 6, now it's at 4 with a -1 wind chill. It is supposed to go down to freezing this evening, not till about 7ish. So a couple of hours, it's going to go down to freezing, which means all this rain that's collected today and slush is going to freeze and leave the roads in another mess. They were a mess all last week because we had snow Tuesday and Tuesday. Well, Tuesday we had snow and rain mix, and then Tuesday night we had a snowstorm, and schools were canceled Wednesday. But the thing was, it got so cold after the snow that the snow all froze to the roads. It was too cold for the salt to do a lot of good, so they didn't get the roads cleared very well. And then we had some rain and snow the rest of the week, and it just keeps building up and freezing and building up and freezing. Anyway, today I am going to play with my Oxide inks on some glossy cardstock. I have no idea what brand it is. I bought it online like years ago, and it just came in a pack like this. No name, no brand. They obviously buy it just in bulk and then sell it in, I think it was either Blue Moon or Simon Says Stamp, or it was probably one of those two. Probably Blue Moon that I bought it at, because I've only ordered once or twice from Simon Says Stamp. But anyway. So, hey Jen, welcome. Hi Sophia. Hi Di Monty. So I saw at Creativation 2018, Tim Holtz showed this cool technique using his Oxide inks on glossy cardstock and using his MicroGlaze on top. Well, I ordered from Amazon Canada Jud-i-kins MicroGlaze because it was a few dollars cheaper than Timmy's MicroGlaze we can get here, even with a coupon. I don't even know if my Michaels has it because I've never looked at my Michaels for it, but I'm sure it would have been even more expensive than this, even with a coupon. So all right, so I thought that I would start with these 3 colors. Now I've got the first set of 12, plus I've got a couple, 2 or 3 from the second set of 12, the ones that I thought I would use the most. So I don't have all of them, but anyway. So I'm going to start with the yellow. I think I have just a piece of the rough side of Velcro on the backs to keep my So this is glossy cardstock, 8.5 by 11. I cut it into 4, so it'll be like card front size, just to play with here. So with this first one, I'm going to do it this way, purposely rubbing it on, just to see if there's a difference in the way that you, see if there's a difference in the results by the way you put the ink on. Hey T3. Yeah, exactly. Jud-i-kins was original microglaze. That's right. Oh, I hate the squeak as it's going on. That's one thing. A right way? You mean to apply the inks? No, there's no right way necessarily. There's different ways to apply the ink. I think that's what you were meant with your question, Dee Dee. There's just different ways, and you'll get a different type of blend or less blend or more blend between your color swatches depending on how you do it. Now he did it like slap and dragon when he did it, and so I will do some that way as well, do one that way as well with the same color, just to see. I think I need a little bit of the dark over here as well. And then I'll go back in with the light to blend that dark into the light here. A little bit. Okay. Thanks, Dee Dee. Okay, so now it gets spritzed with water in order to get the oxidization going here. So you can see that I'm as close as I can get. You can see that you do still also get some of the reaction that you get with his regular distress, because it is a combination. So you do get okay, so I'm going to dry it, and then you can see the oxidation coming in here. My heat gun here. Heat gun. It's technically not oxidation, because only metal oxidizes, so it's not technically oxidation, but it does put a white film over the whatever chemical additive they put into the pigment, and binding agent creates that white. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and I'm going to take my microglaze and I'm going to get a new, I guess I will reserve a thingamabobby here for my specific. I don't know what I've done with my I don't know if I have any nearby. I'll get it later. Anyway, this will be my microglaze tool. So now what I'm going to do is the whole thing with microglaze, and you will see that the color is going to come back through. Now, I was looking very carefully at this microglaze, and I am thinking that if we took, I don't have any Future floor wax, but I bet if we took Future floor wax and put a little into a container and let it dry, we would end up with this type of a cream. Because that's exactly what it is. It's wax. And since Future floor wax is clear, it would probably dry clear. So what this does is it takes off that white film and brings us back to the original colors, but it has, the water has allowed the color to absorb into the glossy cardstock, because normally I'm not sure these would dry. I guess I should have done half of it only at once so that you could see the difference better. But there we go. We've got the color all back. Now obviously it will be more dramatic with darker colors, and I will do some darker colors. So you can see it removes some of the a little bit of the color as well. So I'm going to just now I'm going to do these three colors using the Smack and Drag 'em technique. Hey, Paula. Yeah, exactly, Paula. Probably, Kathy. I would think that the Daddy Vans would work because it's clear, right? It's just a clear wax. That's all it is. No, it's not needed, Dee Dee. It's just that it brings back the vibrant color, and it helps the glossy card with the water, helps the glossy cardstock absorb the color, but it also creates the oxide. And so then you can bring back that color, and it's more opaque than his regular ink pads, his original ink pads. So it's a different effect because it is more opaque, right? Okay, so now I'm going to use these same three colors and do what Dee calls smack and drag them. This is just a usual way of how Tim Holtz adds color to most of his tags. He does this most of the time to add his color to his tags. I don't usually do it this way. I prefer adding it with my tool, but I will do it this way for the sake of our testing and research here. Okay, I'm going to dry that layer. Now, I'm not sure how well the glaze would work over his regular colors. I guess I could try it. You could see what happens with his regular colors, but I think the glaze, I guess it would probably just cover it. It might actually reactivate his new ones. I'm drying this so that I can add another layer. Of course, I'm not going to get mud anyway because I'm using complementary colors. I'm not using complementary colors. I'm using whatever it's called when they're side adjacent colors. There's a word for it and I can't remember. A little bit more of the dark. I don't want to get my ink pad wet though, so I'm going to dry this off because I do not want to get my ink pad wet and oxidize the whole ink pad. Okay, I want a little more dark. Okay. Yeah, I guess I did just kind of a smack, didn't I, Eileen? Not the smack and drag. I kind of swooshed. Okay, I'm going to add some of the light. See, this is why I don't like the smack and drag them, because it comes too light for me. I I want to use the oxides because they have lots of bright color. And I'm not getting that with this Smack and Dragon because the water dilutes it too much. Is that good enough for you, Eileen? It's more of that yellow right there. And right there. Okay. Let's see how much the oops. I need to glue the bottom back on my... I was wondering why it wouldn't stick to the bottom. All right. Oh yes, and I will show my scavenger hunt journal. Yeah. This fun play stuff won't take my whole time today, so. Okay, so now you can see it really wrinkles. Wrinkled a lot more doing with that technique. And I'm not really a fan of wrinkled paper, but anyway. It's just for testing. Okay, let's see what happens. Here we go. Just dipping it in. Look at that. See, now that's more like the color I want. Look at that. See the difference? I'm not sure if she put that one up on YouTube. Did you, Paula? Did you put your Citrusol video up on YouTube? Is she still here or did she go to work already? Look at that. That. Oh, I will use some darker. Well, I'll see what I have. That actually may be my, that red may be my darkest oxide that I have. Oh no, I have the blue jean. Yeah, we'll see. I got Happy Dye gave me the first set, so. But even with these light colors, you can see the difference. Look how vibrant that is. And I just ducked that in and went swoosh. Doesn't take much. Okay. You see, it brings it all off. See, so now you get the real oxide colors, which is what I love. Yay, Paula! Yeah, Jen, exactly. But you know, like I'm just thinking if we took future, I'm gonna try it. I might try and find a small bottle of future floor wax. I used to have some, but I think I gave it away when I did my first big cleanup, because I bought it to make my Christmas ornaments to get rid of some of my glitter, and I made them, and then I think I gave away the floor wax. Hey, Sophia! So, all right, so there's one with, you know, rubbing it on, and okay. And it's the red, the orange, the dark, it's Rusty Hinge. The Rusty Hinge is a little darker in real life than it is on my video on the screen there. And there is with the Smack and Dragon. And even though when you finish the Smack and Dragon, I really didn't think I had much on it at all, but then when you use the glaze, it brings it right out. Okay. All right. Let's see what other colors I have here. All right, I have the purple. Let me put these ones away. I have the Faded Jeans. Oh, let's try this one with it. The Broken China. I don't know how well they'll match, but let's see. All right. So let's do one with our blending tool. I'm going to do some like stripes this time. I'm going to go back with my Broken China to blend that blue in a little bit better. Here. Whoops. I was wondering why I wasn't getting any ink. I had the stupid thingy on it side down. Duh. Did you sell your house, Jillian? Oh, cool, Paula. I don't have any black glossy cardstock, but that would be fun. I do have some shimmery black cardstock, or like scrapbook cardstock, but I don't know if that would work or not. Oh, went in a little too far on that, but got the really pretty purple out of it. I just want it to go to the edge. So this is the Wilted Violet, Faded Jeans, and Broken China, all part of the first release. And I got a lovely dark purple there where I blended the jeans and the Wilted Violet together. Nice blue violet. And just a little bit more of this in the center. That one didn't blend as nicely as I would have liked, but oh well. What can you do? All right. So now we will oxidize it. And I'm going to get the ink off my fingers just because everything I touch is going to end up with the ink on it. All right, let's spritz. Well, Paula, these are the first round plus, I think I bought 3. I bought the Citron because it was in the second release. And I can't remember what other ones I have that were in the second release. Actually, Broken China might have been in the second release. I'm not sure. Oh my goodness, Jen, wow. Thanks, Dee Dee. Thanks, Peeps. Hebs. Sorry. Thanks, Sim. So adding the water adds some texture, but using the blending technique you have a little bit of more control over, you know, if you're looking for a certain effect for a card or background or something like that. But you can see that the water spritz does add some lovely texture. All right, so here we go. To make sure it's dry. We got a little bit of a wet spot just down here, so I'm just going to dry that. Well, I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to swim year-round in Australia from the... Oh, look at that. It actually enhances that texture. I thought I was worried that it might get rid of that texture, but it is actually enhancing it. It's making it more clear. You can see where I stopped, right here. That's definitely going to get used on a card. Looks like the surface of the moon, eh? Bye, Marianne. Isn't that cool, Diane? Diane, you must have some of this Jud-i-kins MicroGlaze, or Tim's version. And I'm sure you probably have some glossy cardstock in your stash. This is like one of the coolest techniques that I've seen in a long time. And I must say, see, I saw Tim Holtz do it. I don't know if it's not that no one else has never done it before. And they may have not. But I'll tell you, it's a very cool technique. I love it. Oh, yeah, or like ice. Yeah. Oh, ice cream. Blue raspberry and grape ice cream, eh? It looks like the top of a close-up thing of an ice cream. Yee. Hey, Dar. Paula needs to get some more colors of the Oxide inks, I think. I think. Okay, so now I'm going to use these same three colors in a Smack and Drag 'em version, just to see how it differs. Okay. So I've already got some. I think I'll clean that up because it's already oxidized. Alright, so let's do, I've got one more cut here, so blue jeans, faded jeans. And I do care if I contaminate my things, my ink pads, so I am going to keep them separated. Some people don't care. I do. Because I'm a control freak. And if you don't know that about me by now, then you haven't been around long. I have one off screen up here too, a purple. Okay, I'm going to dry this layer. It's kind of like that. Yeah, well, and that's because there is some pigment ink, Jen, so it's not all water-based, so it's harder to clean off than his other ink pads. Okay, I need some of the turquoise down on this end. I need some of the purple on this end. Okay, I'm going to dry that. I need more purple in there. The purple and blue has mixed here, but I want some more of the light purple. So I will dry this and do it in a separate layer. Oh, Eileen had a good question. I guess I should go back and... Does the glaze seal it? I believe it does, Eileen. I will go back and see what happens. I will respray one of them and see what happens. But I believe he said that it does seal it. It feels like... Well, no, once it dries, it doesn't feel waxy. I think on his demonstration he spritzed it and it did not reoxidize. So I'll go back and spritz it and see what happens. Okay, I need some more purple. Mindy wants me to drag it more. Why? I don't like dragging it. I dragged it once. Okay. Alright, I like that. So I'm going to dry that. Hey, CB! Oh, okay, Diane, I'll try that. I'll take this first one and I'll let's see if it will, if I can add after the glaze. So first I'm going to spritz and see if it activates, and then I'll see if I can add some of the blue and the purple. Good idea, Happy Dye. It's all about playing. Looks good when I drag. Okay. So here we go. Time for the glaze. Time for the magic. Okay, so remember what this part looks like. I'm going to glaze it now, and you'll see that it will pop a lot more. I still like the ones where I add it myself better. Sorry, I gotta move this over a little. I didn't get it on the thing very well, so I'm not getting full advantage of the whole size of the round thing. Okay. So this one's Smack and Drag 'em. And on this one, I used the blending tool and then spritzed it. I still love this one. Love it, love it, love it. All right, and then this was with the blending tool with the yellow, the honey, and or orange and the rusty hinge, I mean. The honey, the orange, and the rusty hinge. And this was with the blender, and then this one was Smack and Drag 'em. Alright, so we want to see if it's now protected. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one that I know the glaze is dry on, and I'm going to spritz it, and I'm going to see if it activates. I still have a couple techniques that I'm going to do, but let's see if I spritz it, if it reoxidizes. But I think the glaze... hard to tell because no, it's reacting again. Those watermarks weren't there before. So it's reactivating. See over there? Well, no, well, now maybe not, because it's yeah, no, it's beating up, and it is, no, so it's not a final glaze. The Jud-i-kins one isn't anyway. I don't know. And maybe I had to heat set it, because I didn't heat set the glaze. Maybe I have to heat set it. I'm using the Jud-i-kins MicroGlaze CB. Yeah, me too. I thought it would too. And maybe Tim's doesn't, and maybe Tim's does, and the Jud-i-kins doesn't, but let's see. I'm adding another layer of glaze, and it's coming back to its color, so the white is disappearing. I don't know, maybe I didn't put enough on, but I put enough on to take away the... Okay. So let's see if I can... Now I'm going to take... See what I've got left here. I'm going to add a little more of my dark blue. I've still got some stuff down here. I'm going to add a little more purple. And I will spritz my desk again and see what happens if I try to add another layer of color over the glaze. Let's see what happens. Now that's interesting because it's not, the color is not sticking to the glaze at all. You can see that the color is just all beading up. It's not sticking at all. Let's see what happens. Yeah, Janet. The glaze takes away whatever that layer, whatever chemical they have in the pigment ink to make it chalk-like, even though it doesn't feel like chalk. Of course, I mean, chalk ink doesn't feel like chalk either. So whatever they put in it to make it like chalk, which is probably chalk, the glazing medium just it removes it, and it brings it back to the shiny cardstock too. CB. It's only my hands I care about. I don't care about my desk. My desk is always a mess. My desk is never clean. Never. And my mat here is permanently dirty from different stuff. I've had this mat for like... It was a very limited edition mat. It's a craft mat, but it has silicone on the back of it, like Timmy's does, except it's made by Scorepel. But they didn't get enough orders, and it was expensive because of the silicone on the back of it. But it wasn't really that much more expensive than the Ranger mat. I think I paid 39 Canadian for it, and the regular Ranger craft mat was like 35. So it was in Canada. Yeah, no, see, the colors won't stick over the glaze. They just come right back off. So I'm going to go over it with the baby wipe here. Yeah. So once the glaze is on, you can probably add stamping with, let's see if you can. Let's find my black. Oh, shoot. I probably just lost one of my ink pads because I've got my stuff too close and they hit each other. Now I'm going to have to go finding it. Let's see if you can use... Let's go back to this stamp that I have out. For whatever reason, because I didn't put it away in my... I didn't archive it yet, so... So this is my archival black. Yeah. Yes, Sevilla. I'm not sure. I didn't get a very good stamp over here. So I'm going to let that dry. That was another Craftalanche. That's all right. It was just my containers of my ink. My small inks. Thanks, Kathy. So let's see if this stamps. It was hard to stamp. It was really slippery. But let's see if it stays permanent. Or if it rubs off. Well, it stays permanent from my finger. So let's see. Yeah. So you can stamp on top of the glaze by the look of it with your archival ink. I just didn't do a very good job of it. I would use my Tim Holtz stamping platform. Oh yeah, normally I do, Sin. It was just a test. Usually I use my Tim Holtz stamp thing, or at least a stamp block, but it was just a test. All right, so now the next test I want to do is to use the glaze through a stencil. Oops. So let's cut up another piece of cardstock here. Five and a half. It's 8.5 by 11 cardstock, not 9 by 12. So I will cut it at 5.5 by 4 1/4. Oh, see, now I'm getting fingerprints all over it. Arrgh. See, that's why I don't like dirty fingers. Now, I'm not sure. Let's see, what other colors do I have? Okay, I have to do one with this, of course. I don't know if I like that one with it or not. I don't want to use a brown. Which would look better, that or the purple? Now I don't want to use the purple because then I might end up with some brown. Okay, I'll use this one, I guess. All right. So this one, see if I can clean my fingers a little bit. Maybe, Janet. Maybe. Okay. Sorry. I just was reading chat. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much for watching the recording. I do not, this is recorded live on ustream.tv/channel/music scrap. And I do not edit my streams usually, because then it takes too long to upload. So, you know, feel free to fast forward through any of the boring parts. Not a problem. I would never know that. Maybe I guess I didn't get enough glossy accents on there, so I'm going to add a little Aleen's on that. If it won't stay, I'll have to just use a new one. Oh, what did I do? Glue it on upside down? No. Oh, duh, Jean. Never mind. Okay. Don't mind me. Just being silly. I think I'm going to have to get a new one for this color because it is falling apart and it's bugging me. Nothing seems to want to glue it together. Oh, I didn't get one for my new one yet. I should say newish. Oh, how yummy is that color? Oh! Bye, Dee Dee! Look at the yummy lime green you get when you blend this pistachio over that yellow. Time to spritz. I'm spritzing from far away to see if it makes a difference in the droplets. Some up close. Let it sit. Bye, Sin. Yeah, exactly, Paula. It kind of, the water beat it up, but if it sat there, it did go through the glaze. Are you going to stream and do some research tonight, Paula? Did Ella say she was going to stream tonight since she wasn't able to last night? Did anyone see? Sorry, Paula, you can forget I asked that question if you want. I know, it's your day off. Probably the last thing you feel like doing is streaming online. I didn't get much water up here in this corner at all, so I'm just going to spritz up there in the corner. Bye, Zeely! Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. Alright, so now let's see. Kind of got a cool drip happening there. It's going to be cool when I get it glazed off. Of course, this one isn't going to show up as much because it isn't dark. I can do it with some browns. You can see how bright that drip is now compared to what it was just a minute ago. Very strange. The cracked pistachio is not very bold on this glossy cardstock at all. It is darker on regular cardstock. Okay, let me try one. Oh, I was going to do it with a... Okay, but I'm going to add a brown because... I'm going to add a brown instead of this cracked pistachio for the... technique with no, not vintage photo. I like the other one better. Oh. Oh, is that the only brown one I have? No. Just a second. Uh-oh. My thingy's coming apart. Yeah, okay. I'll try the walnut stain with this. Okay, so guys, don't let me forget this time with the glaze. I want to use a stencil, so. All right, let's do smack and drag 'em, I guess. Yeah, Pebs, that's why I moved out of my house to a single-story apartment. That same reason, couldn't do my laundry safely in the house. And I still wanted my independence, so, and I do like being a renter. My house was starting to, was gonna start needing in the next, 5 years that I owned it, even though I just put $30,000 renovation. I put $30,000 of renovations on it, although it was superficial renovations, new siding, some new windows in a couple of the windows, the big front window, new doors, new birch hardwood flooring on the whole first floor. Brown's not as dark as I thought it was going to be. Going to use less water. I'm going to add some more here. I'm going to dry it a little bit on my mat. Get rid of some of the water. See, I don't like it mixed this much. I prefer to have more of each color showing rather than having it mixed together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do each color on its own. Let's see if I can get a little bit more of each color. A little more potent. This is just some regular printer paper. I'm just going to pick up the extra here. Now I'm kind of just left with oxidation, so I'll just take that off and I'll dry this. Alright, so it's got me some more green. Now let's get some more yellow on there. Oh, I didn't even put that on top of the other green. I meant to put it on top of the green one, but anyway. Wasn't thinking about when I put the paper down. Alright, let's dry that. Then I'll add some more brown. Okay, Jen. I think I missed something in Jen and CB's conversation. And I think I missed a very important part of why that conversation began and who they're talking about. All right, and some brown. And what did I do? Put my brown back away? Oh, I guess I did. Oh, this one's a vintage photo. Well, doesn't matter. I'll try vintage photo, see if it's a little darker. It might be a little darker than the other one. Phone lines was the subject. Oh. Yeah, well, I figured they were up to no good as usual, Dr. Dot. I did figure that much out. Okay. Alright, so now I have to find, since a small piece of cardstock, I need to find a stencil that kind of has some small shapes or a small design. And let's see what happens here. I don't know if I have dark enough color for it to really stand out, but we shall see. Paper's all messed up there. Don't want that one at all. Let's see. Oh, this one might work. All right, Sophia. Good night. See you later. I'm surprised you lasted this long with the two young'uns. All right, so I'm doing the twisting action here with the glazing medium in the open areas of the stencil. Ooh, the green is popping very nicely. So I chose one that has some small areas, but it also has this one dark, kind of largest area that's going to stay unglazed. Let me need another little roll in this glaze. Definitely going to buy some future floor wax and see if it dries out in a container to become MicroGlaze. Or just buy some already. Cream. We don't have Daddy Van's brand up here in Canada, or I've never seen it, but all right, let's see what this reveals. It's going to be hard probably for you to see the difference. Ooh, it's cool though. I can definitely see it. Let me hold it up to the camera for you. There, you can see it there. Oh, Ella is streaming tonight? Okay, good. Good, good, good. She's on at 7 Eastern, right after I'm done, Dr. Dot. She's on right after me. So she's Ella Creates, or Create, oh no, wait now, is it Create with Ella or Ella Creates? Someone can find her link, put in her link. She usually streams the first Monday of the month, or the first and third Monday of the month, I mean. But she didn't get to stream last week because she was sick. So, alright, so I'm going to put, I think I'm going to switch over to my journal. So I'm going to say goodbye for this recording. I'm going to start a new recording for my scavenger hunt journal. So thanks for watching me test out this cool technique, which would work even better with like darker oxide inks. Anyway, thanks for watching.